Ladies and gentlemen, it's here, it's time, the date is finally upon us. We've arrived at the final match of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Monday pre-tournament qualifiers. And facing me down today is the one and only legendary duelist Jalen, who, much like Yami Yugi himself, will be wielding his Dark Magician deck in a bid to take me down. Will he be successful? Will he prove himself stronger than the Master of Evil Twins himself? It's time for us to find out. Before we begin, however, I want to thank all of you viewers for staying with me in this series. I know, I get it, I'm a small channel, you have no reason to listen to me, but you do, and that means a lot to me. And secondly, since you are here and you are listening to me, I want to tell you, go and listen to All Mine Now. It's an amazing song. It's starting to pick up views, but I really want it to blow up because it is personally my favorite video on this entire channel. Let's blow it up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and on with the video. I said on with the video. On with the editing, THM. I am going to kill you. Sometimes I wonder if I actually wanted to make a comedy channel. But in any case, yes, it's time for our duel with Jalen. This is the final round of the tournament, and it's going to determine who's coming out on top in points. So naturally, I get my combo off game one. Lucky me, that is huge for me. Because Jalen is no joke. He uses regular old Dark Magician, which is kind of crazy that he made it this far with his Dark Magician. But at the same time, he knows how to use it. He's got Kaijus in there, he's got Bestials in there, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing and how he's doing it. But now, I'm going to experience that. And it's a good thing that I was prepared for the fact that since he made me go first, I was probably going to get Kaiju, because now he's called by the Graving Me when I'm trying to activate my Evil Twin's Trouble Sunny. I was prepared for this. I had an Evil Twin challenge, but will it be enough? And for a second it looked like the answer was yes, it would be enough, because I got my Evil Twin challenge, I got my Kicicle, and now I have a Twin on my field, and I survived the initial phase of attack. But it didn't matter, because they had a Kaiju, as I suspected, and now my Evil Twin Kicicle's in the graveyard. I don't have any Twins on my field, so I don't have a lot of interaction this turn. I do, however, have an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring to shut down their Illusion of Chaos, and it turns out that was his only starter, so he sets a card and passes. This is big news for me, because I now get to use his Kaiju and the Live Twin Kicicle in my hand to remake my Twins and pop that face down card, which turned out to be a Harpy's Feather Duster. I'm kind of confused as to why my opponent didn't use that before Kaijuing me to stop me from using my Evil Twin present and reviving my Kicicle, but here we are. This is the situation we're in. So I discard Infinite Impermanence with the effect of Muckraker to get back my Evil Twin's Trouble Sunny, and I swing in, hitting Jalen down to 3,700. At this point, you feel like the duel will be pretty much over, because I have a board, my opponent doesn't. But this is Jalen we're talking about, and Jalen is a skilled duelist who knows exactly what the hell he's doing, and he's going to make that known this round. So he gets his Illusion of Chaos effect off, he adds Magician Souls to his hand. I get a card draw off of Live Twin Kicicle Frost, I get a Sunny Snitch. That's going to be huge for later, because the more searches I have, the more likely I am to survive at a later date. I have a Max C as well. Max C is also probably going to save me this round, because every time I draw off of Max C, I'm likely to find a combo starter that'll keep me alive. Max C resolves, Magician Souls resolves. Max C summons itself, I draw an Infinite Impermanence. I'm getting really good draws this round. He's forced to go into a Typhon. This tells me that he doesn't want me to draw off of Max C, and because he doesn't want me to draw off of Max C, that means he's scared of me. So, you heard it here, folks. Here, Jalen is scared of THM Duo Extraordinaire. He breaks my board, but it doesn't really matter. What matters to me are his face down cards. He's got two of them, and that bothers me. So we're going to Live Twin Sunny Snitch here. We're going to get a Kicicle Frost so that we have an effect to activate to continue our combo even if we get Ash Blossom or something similar. We're going to Pot of Desires here, banish the top 10. We didn't banish anything too important, thank God. We draw, we get GGEZ, and we get Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, we're running a little low on Live Twins in our deck. So we're going to get Lila, we're going to get Kicicle, but unfortunately it's not a Frost, it's just a regular Kicicle. but it's okay, because as long as we have two twins, the game can continue. So enter the twins, baby. There they are. Evil Twin Lila, bringing back that Evil Twin Kicicle, and now the board is set for us to play. The question is, what does Jalen have face down? If he has an Eternal Soul face down, he can get a lot of recursion here, and that scares me. If he has a Dark Magical Circle in hand, he can turn that next turn into banishing my cards, and that also scares me. But for now, we're going to go ahead and Nightmare Unicorn, discarding the Evil Twin GGEZ that we drew off of Pot of Desires to get rid of Typhon. And Jalen here is going to stop and think, do I do something about this, or do I not? Because if he does something about this, it doesn't really matter, because Kicicle has an effect to revive Lila, make a Trouble Sunny off of both twins, and pop the Typhon anyway. If he doesn't do something about this, then I can use Evil Twin Kicicle to bring back Evil Twin Lila anyway, and do that later. So that's a predicament for him. It all depends on what he has face down. If he has that Eternal Soul, which is the main combo piece card, then he's going to get a lot of recursion later, and that's going to be his keystone of his plan. If he has that, then he can continue his gameplay regardless of Typhon. So in this case, he also has an infinite impermanence. He chooses to flip that up, protect the Typhon. It doesn't matter, I Lila pop the Typhon. So now I get Secret Password, activate that effect, take a look at the cards in my deck. I'm running low on Live Twin spells, this is starting to get a little worrisome. I resolve it anyway, add Live Twin home, just as an emergency effect to grab twins out of my deck, at least as a self-defense mechanism. And then I summon back Evil Twins, Kicicle, and Lila, baby. That's power, that is a board. But now the unfortunate part is it all comes down to whether that card is Eternal Soul, and it turns out it is. That card, face down, as I predicted, is in fact Eternal Soul, and he's going to use that to bring back a Dark Magician to take the hit off of the Evil Twins Kicicle and Lila, and he's going to live this turn. I swing in with my Evil Twin Kicicle, dealing him 1100 damage, knocking him down to 2400. That's not enough, but I do have an infinite impermanence. I set it in the Eternal Soul column, so that next turn I can hopefully stop him from getting any more big plays off of it. Stop him from getting recursion for one more turn just so I can get that kill. He's probably going to try and use it, I suspect, but he doesn't. I also expected him here to beat over the Evil Twins Kicicle and Lila, since Mahad has an effect here that doubles his attack when he fights a dark monster, but he doesn't. He hits over the Evil Twin Kicicle. He probably thought the effect could activate as a quick effect anyway, but he was incorrect on that. He can't activate as long as Evil Twins Kicicle and Lila is on the field, because I technically have a Kicicle name. So there it is, he's going to attempt to use the effect of Eternal Soul. I negate it by negating Mahad, since it's in the same column as Infinite Impermanence. It is also negated. I summon a Live Twin Lila out of my hand, make a new Evil Twin Kicicle. At this point, you can probably see the writing on the wall. I'm going to pop Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul has its effect, where if it gets popped, it pops everything on your field. But Mahad also has an effect which I assume was written to counteract the effects of Eternal Soul, at least partially, because that's what it really does. I make an Evil Twins Trouble Sunny, I go into battle phase, smack over the Dark Magician, pray that my opponent doesn't have a Battle Fader in hand or something, because that would suck for me, it'd be really embarrassing. But I don't think he does, and as it turns out, he doesn't. That is the first round against Jalen. We win these. But we've still got 2 more rounds to go, potentially, if Jalen beats me once and I beat him once, or vice versa. And that means I could make this video a lot longer. I debated doing that. I debated making this a 20-minute video where I go over all 3 duels. I also debated making this one short video where I condense the duels so that people can watch them quickly. But I wanted to give every single duel with Jalen the proper amount of attention that it deserved, because my god, these were excellent duels, and they deserve all the attention they can get. So this is going to be another 9-minute or so video. We're going to have another one. It's coming. There's going to be another one. I couldn't end this entire series like this. I couldn't go up to Tourney video, 4? And just stop there. No, we're not doing that. Editing THM, you know we're going to keep going, right? You know we're going to keep going. So we're going to do that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching. There's another video coming, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good night.